Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Tom Spark, and today we're checking out WannaFlix VPN. Now, I saw this VPN being advertised on Reddit in a couple of different forums, and the guy Josh, who is the creator of it, I guess, he says it's like the best VPN for Netflix. But is it really the best VPN for Netflix? So we're gonna check it out and see what the server offers in comparison to some other services. Is it going to be an option for you? We'll help you decide today. So right off, we do see it has a 30-day money-back guarantee, which is quite good. Although we do notice already that it does have some limited server selections, only 15 servers or 15 countries. It does claim to be fast and stable, and it does claim to have a 5-star customer service. So it doesn't look like they have live chat. If that's something you're into, but it does say that it has fast replies. Of course, here we have some compatibility between different services. Let's check right now if they have an application for iPhone. As you can see here, they don't have an application for iOS. Chances are they're not going to have applications for Fire TV, Android TV, Android. So if you're looking to unblock Netflix with VPN apps on multiple platforms, WannaFlix is probably not going to be the option for you. But we're gonna have to check out another VPN in that case if you want to watch content from Netflix on Fire TVs and apps like those. And we're gonna see that it does support Japan, Korea, and German Netflix, claiming that they unblock regions other VPNs don't, which is a lie. TorGuard, my favorite VPN for Netflix, actually does sell streaming IPs specifically for Japan and Germany. I know that for a fact. So we do see 256-bit encryption. However, doing some research already, I did uncover they aren't using OpenVPN. The guy is claiming that it's somehow blocked in China more than his protocols, but this could mean that it isn't the most secure or latest form of OpenVPN or VPN encryption that most VPNs are using. So looking at the pricing right here, we do see a 12-month plan, a 1-month plan, and a 6-month plan. So the 6-month or 12-month plan, $83, is pretty pricey. I'm not gonna lie. 6 months is also pretty pricey, $50, $83 for 12 month, and around $10 for 1 month. Now the 1 month price isn't bad. It's cheaper than ExpressVPN, NordVPN, stuff like that. But it's more expensive than TorGuard, which might I add, does have all those applications like I mentioned, has more servers, has OpenVPN encryption and protocols used, which is probably more secure than what this guy is using. So again, we already kind of see that this might not be the best VPN for Netflix, but it might be better than some other options like I mentioned. Perhaps Express and Nord, just because it is a bit cheaper already. If you want to see a pricing comparison, I'm going to bring that up right now. So over at my subreddit Netflix proxy error, you can see a pricing comparison right here. So as you can see, TorGuard is the cheapest here. The 6 months is going to be $30 compared to this guy's $83 for 6 months, or $50 for 6 months, 30 compared to 50, 57 for a year, and $83 for 1 full year. So as you can see, it is going to be more expensive than TorGuard, but it might be a bit less expensive than something like ExpressVPN for the 1 year. And 1 month pricing. So one cool thing about WannaFlix though, however, is it does have a 30-day trial, so that's kind of cool. Although it's not exactly clear how to get the trial, I think you're gonna have to click on a link specifically in order to get it. It's not like shown too much on the website here. Actually, never mind, it does have it right here. You're just gonna have to click right here. It doesn't show trial option as a category. So their argument is that, well, it says it has apps for iOS and Android, but I didn't see any. Well, it does say it has apps, but I myself couldn't find any, which is not a good sign. So there you go. They are saying Smart DNS could work for some of these options like consoles and stuff like that. But in my experience, Smart DNS can be a bit fiddly. Not always the best solution, actually. So let's go ahead and try out this free trial. So I guess the way the 3 trial works is that you get the 3 days trial for the VPN, so the Smart DNS service. So you could go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and check out. So it's kind of a weird process. Basically, what you have to do is kind of navigate to this help page or setup, and then you're gonna have to copy like a code from your account page, which is a little weird, a little confusing at first, but not too bad, I suppose. All right, there we go. So it does work with unblocking Netflix. So what exactly is this app? That's kind of like my SSTap beta. Let's look into that in a little bit, but from here we can kind of examine what the app is. We do got some settings, some basic DNS settings, which is looks like what we're using. No settings to configure for, in terms of VPN, but looks like this is just how we subscribe and connect to their smart DNS. How you can add proxy, I guess, proxy options. So here we have SSTap beta. Looks like it is kind of a proxy tool that WannaFlix is utilizing. So it kind of soxifies TCP and UDP connections at the network layer, which in turn uses, I guess it's more like a proxy. Is it a VPN? I don't think so. Looks like this was made primarily for streaming and gaming, not necessarily security. So let's also investigate a little bit about WannaFlix's privacy policy. Generally it says they don't collect any logs, but if you look a little deeper, we do see they collect 4 types of information, including information on your account, which is pretty normal. But they also include pretty much VPN connection summary statistics. So they are going to be logging. It's a little vague here. It says it collects minimal information about usage. I guess it describes it here. Anonymous VPN connection diagnostics and crash reports. So they do collect connection diagnostics and crashes, and then they also so they are not logging specific IP addresses and stuff like that. So they do collect connection and summary statistics, but it's anonymous. Well, overall, not a horrible privacy policy, but they do collect some logs even though it is anonymous. So doing a speed test with WannaFlix, looks like we are getting pretty slow pings, slow download rate, not going to be that ideal. I mean, it might be okay for streaming, but I would expect probably some buffer times, definitely not as quick speeds as some of my top VPNs that I've tested. That's pretty slow. Testing out what's my IP leak. We are seeing some WebRTC leaks, as well as some other leaks that do show my real world location. So like I said, again, probably not the most secure VPN option to use. All right, guys, time to wrap up this review and discuss some of the few pros about WannaFlix. Well, it does work with Netflix. I could get it working with Netflix, unblocking the US version of Netflix, which is maybe the most important thing for this service. And it is cheaper than some other options out there, which I considered overpriced, like NordVPN or ExpressVPN. However, the pros end there, and let's get into the cons. So while the service does work with Netflix, it's not all, good. For starters, the free trial does have ads. I had a Google ad on mine, which isn't really good to see. I guess they do need a way to monetize the 3-day free trial. Maybe they have a lot of people abusing it. Not really sure there, but for most free trials that I've used, they don't really have ads. Some VPNs like PureVPN do have ads for like themselves and stuff, but I haven't really used a free trial yet that had an ad, which was a little bit weird to me. Now, when I tested the speeds out for this, VPN, it had pretty slow speeds and high ping and download rates, which means it's not going to be good for torrenting or anything else besides maybe minor quality streaming that could include buffering or lesser quality due to the slow ping. Pricing isn't anything special. I was looking for something a bit more cheaper, since this primarily seems to be kind of a proxy / streaming DNS service, not like a real VPN that's multi-featured. You could get other VPNs like AirVPN that cost around $7 to $8 a month starting out, Torguard, which are cheaper pretty much for every plan from monthly, 6-month, and yearly. That includes a streaming IP, and even something like OneScribe is also cheaper as well, and also has free trial option, although that doesn't work with Netflix. So maybe WannaFlix is good in that it's one of the few VPNs that I've seen works with a free trial that works with Netflix, which is kind of cool. But again, not what I would consider a main VPN, because the main client is not custom or designed by them really. It's just kind of like a proxy / gaming streaming application that is still in beta, and there isn't any apps for iOS or Android despite their claims on the website. The setup for the app is a bit weird / hairy and does require special instructions that even I, as someone who's installed many VPNs, kind of had to follow very closely, as you could see in this video. Not too difficult, but a little bit tricky. Now, again, this isn't a real VPN in the sense that it doesn't use protocols like OpenVPN or contains security settings like kill switches and stuff like that, that we're used to in the sense of anonymity and security on the internet. The reason is because this is more of like a streaming DNS proxy service, and they're trying to just focus on that, which is fine. But I wouldn't really market it as a secure VPN to torrent or to remain anonymous on the internet. Now, unblocks Netflix via smart DNS solutions. This is what it does, and it's okay. But these streaming DNS solutions and stuff like that can still be blocked by Netflix. And if this did get more popular, they might have more trouble with these DNS solutions and stuff like that, and might run into some blocks. Whereas specialized IP sold from something like TorGuard doesn't really have the same problem because they're more unique IPs that only you are using. Now, there isn't really any promo codes for this WannaFlix VPN, but they do kind of run some Black Friday pricing and stuff like that if you want to check that out. But again, I don't really consider that too much in terms of the pricing model because it is so time sensitive. Whereas again, some other VPNs have promo codes that pretty much never go away and last all year. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much a wrap up for WannaFlix VPN. Overall, it wasn't really what I was looking for from a VPN Netflix service, in that it's a complete VPN package that also works with Netflix. I would strictly consider this as something like a streaming DNS proxy service that does work with unblocking Netflix. However, there are a number of those around that you can check out that are probably cheaper than WannaFlix as well. However, it is good to see a free trial that works with Netflix for free. A couple other things that I want to mention is that I did get some IP leaks in my testing, which kind of verify my claim. So I do want to mention, of course, that I did get some IP leaks in my testing, which again kind of supports my claim that this isn't the most secure VPN to browse the internet if you're worried about IP leaks and web RTC leaks and stuff like that. Additionally, there isn't live chat with this service, so you want instant support. You're not going to find it here, where some other VPNs out there do have live chat that works pretty well with pretty good support representatives. There is limited cryptocurrency support on payment, which is a bit nitpicky, but of course some other VPNs out there support even 20 to 30 different cryptocurrencies that you could choose to pay for your VPN with. I even compared this in my Battle Royale video on the channel. Go ahead and check that out if you want to see some of the VPNs that have the most cryptocurrency supported on checkout. But lastly, guys, I do want to mention I couldn't find any iOS or Android applications for WannaFlix VPN. Maybe if you go through a third-party app that isn't designed by them, but other applications like TorGuard, AirVPN, Windscribe. Well, actually, AirVPN doesn't have an app, but TorGuard and Windscribe do have VPN apps that you could use on these platforms. So anyways, guys, that's about it. For me, though, I want a VPN that works with torrenting and stuff like that, because I need a VPN to torrent and to remain secure when I'm, going to the public Wi-Fi cafe and stuff like that. So for me, if I could get a VPN that's secure and anonymous and a full-fledged VPN, and it also works with Netflix, then that's what I want. I don't want to just have to buy two separate services, VPN that doesn't work with Netflix and then this as well. It's going to be more expensive and it's just going to be a hassle. Anyways, guys, thanks for checking out this in-depth WannaFlix review, and check out the links down in the description down below if you want to use my recommended VPNs, or check out my subreddit at r/r/Netflix proxy error. See you guys on the next video.